Two of the headliners for Coachella 2026 have apparently already been announced, but before we get into that, here are some other artists that I want to see in the desert in 2026, as well as some speculated artists that might take that third headlining spot. I don't think there's any world or timeline where we don't see the Black Eyed Peas reunite at Coachella for the return to the desert spot, but the only way I'll want it is if Fergie is a part of it. The material is right there. They start with "Let's Get It Started," they end with "The End." "Rock That Body" has been trending on social media. They could do "My Humps." "Boom Boom Pow" could knock me off my feet harder than the wind in the desert. Fergie could do some of her solo hits. They could do some hits that don't involve Fergie. The possibilities are endless, and I know this is what everybody wants. I will manifest a Justin Bieber headlining spot Bieberchella until I'm blue in the fucking face, but to me, it probably won't happen. But we also have Swag, and now Swag 2. We have all of his old hits. He could easily do a Justin Bieber-style Eras tour at Coachella. We all know he loves Coachella. He's always there vibing. He's coming out as guest for Chance the Rapper, Ariana Grande, Thames, Daniel Caesar. Oh, and I would kill for him to do Beauty and a Beat and bring out Nicki Minaj. Bruno Mars and Silk Sonic, Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak. We are so long overdue for this duo being there together. I love them both separately. I love them both together. Anderson .Paak just did Outside Lands and it was incredible. People rave about Bruno Mars' show, so these two being on a stage at Coachella would be so fun. I don't think Tate McRae will headline, but after this VMAs performance and her not having done Coachella and being on tour, I think she is long overdue to at least be like a second line headliner for Coachella. We need it, and we need it now. Same with Doechii. She's on a festival run. She did Outside Lands. She's doing Austin City Limits. Again, I don't think she'll be one of the top 3 headliners. I do think she could be how Charlie XCX was the second headliner, but basically stole the show. And she's also going on tour, and I think if she's doing a bunch of festivals, Coachella should be on that list. Rolling Stone has revealed 2 of the artists that are apparently set to headline Coachella in 2026, starting with Sabrina Carpenter. Sabrina headlined Coachella back in 2024 when she literally dropped Espresso. I think she literally performed it the day after she dropped it, and she was still doing the nonsense outros. Like, what a time this was. She just dropped Man's Best Friend. She just had a killer VMA performance. She's going on tour in the fall. She's doing festivals like Austin City Limits and apparently some South American festivals. Disagree with me if you want, but yeah, I think Sabrina Carpenter is a great headliner for next year. According to Rolling Stone sources, the second headliner that's confirmed for next year is Karol G. Yeah, she was on tour for a majority of 2023 and 2024, so she's got that set list ready. She just did the halftime show for the LA Chargers game. She just dropped a new album back in June, so this would be great promo. She was also Billboard's Woman of the Year for music, and she's done Coachella before, so I think a headlining spot is pretty much overdue. The third headliner is still being speculated, with names being tossed around like Dua Lipa. I definitely think there's a lot of people who love Dua Lipa and would love to see her headline, but I also think there's a lot of people that wouldn't want to see her headline. I remember her Austin City Limits headlining spot got a lot of backlash because the mic wasn't working or it was low, which isn't her fault. The only thing is that we already have 2 very powerful women headlining spots apparently confirmed, so I don't know if Golden Voice will go with a third female slot, but I also could see Dua Lipa being the first name of like a second headlining spot. The other name being thrown around, which I would love, is Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl halftime show was so talked about. It was so great. He's also on tour with SZA for the Grand National Tour, so why don't we raise the bar? Because I think SZA could also do a headlining spot, so why not do a joint headlining spot with Kendrick and SZA since they're already on tour together? That would be incredible. I do find it odd that Sabrina and Karol G are already confirmed so early, but what do you guys think? Are you happy with them as headliners, and who do you want to take that third headlining spot?